Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Petty don't matter. Far as that tatter, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been in prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster, down a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. Say, what you talking that funky, get about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money, get some money. Get some money, 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 get some money.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible. But we watched it happen.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. The Broncos at 9-3 here on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. George Karlaftis in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a throw here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. K.J. Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 10 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all-time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, Mahomes. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, they'll run it here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum. by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down in that attempt?
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Mahomes will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And out a little across the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson buying time to his left.
That's complete. It's Okuebunan.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. This is taken way up at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got some room to operate.
And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
second and goal from the 6 this time. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and goal. Mahomes. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive in the second half. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That is caught by Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Going deep for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They go play fake. Mahomes. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
19.
Slot man moves right. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 47 yards. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Mahomes.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
The busy night continues for Williams. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we make it sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend.